feel like the camera's already crooked. Welcome to Dead End Combos, the podcast where we will never agree. I'm your host, Mary Grace. This is my father, Rob, now known as the Greek god.
Okay.
He just returned from his trip. If you notice, I have a incognito look going on today with a hat that Rob brought back from the Greek oceans.
The Greek shops.
Mediterranean Ocean. So are you going to start us off by answering a question that was said in the last podcast is, do they celebrate, I already know this is going to not work.
Halloween?
Do they celebrate Halloween in Greece?
Apparently it's in March and it's a church thing, but
That doesn't sound like Halloween at all.
there were some big Halloween
I feel like
setups.
this is really on a slant.
Who cares? There were some big Halloween setups, like when you went down an alley, they had like the door that, and all the waitresses were dressed up, and it was like a kids like restaurant theme, Halloween theme.
Were they Americans
No,
that owned it?
Greek restaurants, and they did some theme, ghoulish, and the alley
On
was
the 31st.
the whole time.
The whole
Prep
time.
and, you know.
But they didn't like pass out candy. You didn't go trick-or-treating?
No, I didn't go trick-or-treating. There's none of that. Just souvlakias and gyros.
And gyros. He has an accent now, everyone.
Gyros.
I've never heard you say it like that ever before.
Gyros.
Okay, well then also your dear friend Tadja.
He was
a no-show. He was supposed to. My dad doesn't want to admit that. I think his feelings might have been a little hurt. Everyone.
They weren't hurt.
His friend, his Norwegian friend, who was a flake.
I told him not
was supposed
to
to show up,
No.
and it's okay. I don't have Facebook unless I have Elizabeth post those. He'll never see it. But yeah, he was supposed to show up to, hang out with his high school.
He was maybe going to, but he was
friend,
he was
Rob.
already on a trip, so he was in Croatia or something.
I feel like you.
I
had
was
it
just
planned
fine with
longer
it.
Than that.
He's going to be in Virginia for Thanksgiving.
Well, we're flaking on him then.
I know. I'm not.
We don't
going.
live in Virginia.
I can't go.
You were gonna go away for Thanksgiving?
No, not Thanksgiving. December 3rd, his birthday.
That's Devin's birthday.
I'm here for which Devin?
Girl Devin.
Girl Devin. I never opened up the birthday
Yeah, he had me send all
sheet.
the birthdays in a calendar.
Can you send that again?
I could probably just fucking go to my sent mail and just resend
I don't
it.
have that anymore. I never opened it. I'm sure it's great.
Well, I mean, it's just a list of birthdays.
That's
It's
all I
nothing
need.
Super special.
I need that.
I didn't even use colorful. Oh, maybe I did. I can't remember if I made it colorful for you or not.
Okay.
I didn't know if you were
Prioritized.
No, there's no. It's just by month.
Oh.
Prioritizing birthdays would be the dumbest way to put it.
Prioritize like the people and if they're really affiliated or loosely.
I
affiliated.
literally only put the people that you're affiliated with.
Through blood.
Oh, the Devins are out. I guess I'll remove them off the calendar then. And Jen off.
Jen's related through marriage.
All right, Jen's on.
She's a second tier.
Yeah, I know everybody's birthday off the top of my head.
Really?
Isn't that impressive? I would say them all, but it's kind of boring topic. I don't think anybody gives
I
a
actually
fuck
don't
except for
know
me.
hardly any. So.
Do you know mine?
Yeah, because it's Labor Day, close to Labor Day.
It's not always like Labor Day is different every year. However, I was born on Labor Day.
Yeah, and
it's a fun fact for you.
It is.
I don't know if you met my parents, but I actually was born on Labor Day.
I know.
My mom was in labor on Labor Day.
I heard.
And my dad was actually telling me that.
And I know Sean's is just before mine, or just after.
It's after. It's literally not. It's the day after.
20 minutes after.
Wow. All right, fun. Well, I felt like you could definitely carry this John Lennon
That's dumb.
themed episode. It's not dumb. My eyes are puffy. I got punched in the head. I'm kidding. That'd be crazy. Wait, did I just unhook myself?
Yeah, you unhooked us all.
What the fuck did I do? Is it better?
I don't know. He unhooked us all.
We're fine. It never got unhooked here. Just us. I thought you would have some stories about Greece I've not spoken to.
I did have some. I've got some. So it's great. It's beautiful.
What the fuck was that?
Guns.
Damn.
It's great and it's beautiful and it is cleaner. And in
Cleaner
Athens,
than what?
Then there's graffiti, but that's not a big deal. There was no dogs anymore, like the strays.
Well, that just feels sad because they probably just killed them.
No,
all.
because the Airbnb lady told me that there's a big fine if you kick a dog or something. So they just slightly moved
So they just
them.
kill them instead? Did you blow the skin off of him? That's, I think, what everybody's waiting for, the story of you
Oh,
getting...
I didn't see blowing off skin. I did. Well, the butcher area is not, they never did it. It was in the village. Nobody was doing that in the village. But blowing off the skin, I've saw it with my own eyes before, but I didn't see it this time.
All right. We'll go on.
So let's see. Beautiful water, warm, swam like a whale and a dolphin.
How did you shapeshift from one to the next?
I just did it underwater.
Wow.
Athens was nice. So my Uber story that I was going to tell you that you want to know about is...
I said save it for the podcast.
Then I'm going to tell it.
All
In
right.
Greece, you call an Uber and they're all taxi cabs. Like there's no Uber drivers.
So it's not even real?
No, it's actually the Ubers come in their taxis, and their prices are fixed. Their prices are like the Ubers, so at least you know it's not like before where you get in a taxi and you don't know what's going on. But I asked cousin Nikos what's up with the
My dog?
No, cousin Nikos. Is he named after the Greek?
Do you
Nikos?
call your cousin Nikos?
No, but I used that to reference who I was talking to.
Oh, no, I didn't name him
Because
after
I was
him.
going to be like, the dog told me that this is the story about the Ubers.
Nico's a great guy.
He's smart.
Oh!
He told me that, I said, so what's up with no Uber drivers other than taxis? And he said, because
He said, get the fuck out of my face!
that's what they did say to them. All the taxi guys would gang up on anybody who tried to be an Uber and
Yeah, that happens everywhere, I think. But
push them off the roads and shove them out.
We have more of a...
Laws. But I think the police are with it because there was no Uber drivers other than taxi drivers. And I said, how long did that take to come about? And he said, probably less than a year.
So is this like a scenario where all Uber drivers are taxis, but not all taxis are Uber drivers?
No, I think they're all probably everything now. But there
Damn.
are no independent drivers with cars. They got forced away.
I mean, it doesn't sound very...
It sounds a little soprano-y, but
sounds a
it
little
probably
socialist,
was.
a little, yeah.
It is a little socialist. But
Some people like socialism.
at least it's
also.
controlled, and it was fine to ride in them, and they picked me up on time. So I did one from the one hotel, and I didn't want to click the button until I knew I was ready because I didn't know how long it would take.
You're putting your powder on your nose?
No, I was checking out of the hotel. So I checked out, and I turned around, and I clicked the button, and the guy waves at me like right away. He's like sitting in front of the hotel.
See, I would think he was there to kill me.
He accepted it when I said
I don't
it
like
because he knows there's people are checking out. So there was no waiting. He was waving. I'm like, are you actually my Uber driver guy? And
Were you
he's like,
speaking
yeah.
Greek to him again, like you're so good at?
I actually did pretty good.
Have I already told that story on here?
You did, but it's dumb because I did pretty well.
Did I tell it on here?
I did pretty well. I mean, come on. Like, give me a break.
But no, I think everyone just speaks English.
No, I had a full conversation with Vaso and went on and on.
Who knows what you said, though?
We communicated.
What did you talk about? He does not speak Greek.
We talked about the chipmunk.
And she doesn't speak English.
We talked about the chipmunk mouse that was in the house that I was trying to get rid of.
In what house?
The Greek village house.
Oh, yeah. When the one time that I was on FaceTime with him, he was exhausted because he was just fixing up everything in the village. He was like, I have all these tasks. It's like wherever you go, it's like you're in prison. It's like you give yourself prison chores. You know, like how they like make people do stuff to like get out of like
no, because the other cousins,
you put yourself in prison.
The other cousins who have been there have done things, and then they couldn't do these things; were too heavy for them. So
and then we got Rob's mermaid arms up there.
And then Danny's coming, and he's gonna paint the house the white.
Cousin
coat.
Danny.
Cousin Danny, Fancy Wiener Danny.
Ew, that sounds really gross.
That's what it is. Look him up, Fancy Wiener. Yeah, and I did a day's worth of stuff and whatever.
What was your highlight of your trip? Speaking Greek?
Probably.
I feel like you guys probably didn't interact at all. You probably were talking about different things. You and Vaso.
Yes, we did. We talked for 20 minutes.
Yeah, but who knows? I'm telling you, she probably was like.
She was laughing at me because I had mice, that I had multiple mice, and I found out it's not a mouse; it's more like a chipmunky thing. And I was trying to kill it, and she thought that was funny that was in the house because she used to maintain it, and there was never a chipmunk in the house, or she would kill it.
You understood that in Greek?
Yeah, I know the word for chipmunk or for mouse now.
What is it?
I kind of forgot it. Pokina, I think. Pokina.
It probably isn't. It's probably Fancy Wiener in Greek.
No, but I told her there was a Megalo Danny coming, and she laughed about that because Danny's coming.
I think she was laughing because she didn't understand you. Like, that's what I do when people are talking and I can't understand them. Like, you know, you don't just keep being like, what? You're just like, you know what I'm saying? And you probably were rambling on and on. She was probably like, what is he saying?
You can make all the fun you want.
I don't know. It's unique.
Yeah, it's potiki. That's what it is, potiki.
Who knows what you were just saying? That's what I'm saying.
That's mouse.
I know, but you were saying like picado or something before.
Pochino.
No, you just I don't know.
Whatever,
So wait, what was
Pokini.
the highlight? Did you already say it?
Everything was good. Being away.
Okay.
I did some remote Zoom meetings when I was there for
With us?
my jobs here. No, I had projects here, and I got through those pretty well with internet. There was service everywhere. It was good. I went up to the top of the mountain. I swam in the water.
Gonna lie, the service was better than here, which was a little bit confusing to me.
That's probably because the socialists have a national network and not just spotty shit.
So you became a socialist while you were there?
No, but I used their internet.
Huh.
It was very compliant.
I don't know what that means, but
Well,
it's
was a
free
socialist-
internet?
That was a socialist
Is it
joke.
free internet?
No, I think the village probably pays for it to be there, and it was there. And then the Airbnb had it, and everybody had it. The hotel had it. So
Do you want to explain to the people what the village is?
It's a beautiful.
Don't tell them where it is though, because it's a hidden location.
It's a
for
beautiful
war.
Greek village. Grandparents' place, and we have a house there. It was really awesome.
Yeah, my experience there was really
Well, now there's a really great bathroom.
freezing cold. Vaso.
Now there's
I told this story actually that Vaso is the person who threw the snowball into my ear, and she was laughing then too. I think she would just be a psychopath.
There's a nice bathroom at the village house now. There's new beds. There's really new stove. There's all
Little
sorts of good
chipmunks.
stuff. Yeah, but he's going to be murdered. Danny's going to be there for 2 weeks. He won't put up with him.
I don't know. Just sweep them out. But so you didn't do anything you said you were going to do, like the skin blowing off of something,
I didn't have a chance to do any killing of big animals.
just small animals.
Trying to kill small animals.
Too fast for you.
The goats and stuff? No.
No,
But
the
I will
chipmunk.
say that your dog would have a lot of fun there because the working dogs with those sheep and stuff, there were like 3 with each pack.
What were they? Border collies?
They look more like... No, they look more like those hunting dogs. What do you call those? Like a taller, like your size, but more like a boxer looking thing, kind of.
I don't
Anyhow,
know what dog.
they stayed with every time you come around with your car in the dark or whatever. They were sleeping on the road with these sheep or the cows. There's one corner where there was cows every time, and they were like right all over it, like
Were you
telling
just salivating,
get
wanting
the
to eat
fuck out of
eat
the
the
way.
sheep?
They were telling you don't even come near these things.
Yeah, no. Herding dogs are scary.
And then they were gonna.
They're
I was walking
trained?
up to the top.
Actually,
of
they're supposed to be really well trained. Though. Like they shouldn't.
They were. I
attack
was on the
you.
way up to the top of the mountain, and the sheep herd or the goats came out, and the dogs were around it. And then when they put them in the pen, they wanted to come all the way up and see me, and their guy yelled to them to come back, but they were.
Did they listen?
Mm-hmm.
How did that feel to see a dog listen to being called?
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah. Well,
I
that's
didn't know
that kind of breed.
I didn't know they could do that.
No, it's a certain breed. It's a very specific breed that comes
But
from
the cow thing, you'd come around and the cows were like right in the hairpin turn on the way up to the village in the dark, and they were all over the place. And the dogs were just like, cows in the road, don't come near them. They're mine.
Yeah. No, there's some guardian dogs that are even scarier than like the farm dog. Oh, those dogs aren't that scary. It's the guardian dogs. Have you seen it? Do you know what a guardian dog is?
No.
I don't remember the breeds. There's a few different breeds. They are fucking crazy. They like go and attack coyotes and shit. They're giant, and
That's what these would
they
do too.
are like livestock guardian dogs, but they're huge.
That's what these
and
are.
they walk around. They hear a sound, and like all of the sheep come like running with their stupid eyes. Like you can see it because people put like the night camera videos up, so there you can see their little eyes. And they all just like terrified running, and then the dogs all jump up and go like towards the thing. It's crazy.
No, they say that in the mountains, like any of those countries, the sheep herder guy's somewhere, but
I've seen him before.
but the dogs.
He looks kind of like a pedophile.
What?
The sheep herder.
No, this was another. There was a whole bunch of them, but this.
Oh well, yeah, I was there a long time
I'm saying
ago.
they could be sitting somewhere pretty far away, and
this guy was a goat herder, not a sheep herder.
The dogs will come after you if you get too close. They don't know. They just know you're too close to their shit. Like if you go try to pet the sheep or something, they'll come in.
So you were trying to pet them?
No, I know better than to mess with them because they're out. I
So you still haven't touched a sheep
actually
yet.
haven't seen that many dogs before with sheep herds like that, but they were there.
Yeah, I think a lot of farmers utilize herding dogs.
So it was a good trip. I liked going down. I went from Detroit to Atlanta and right over. That was good. And then we went from
his usual route is to Canada. We have to go through fucking border patrol and
usually
then get
you
into
go
Canada.
Usually you go to Amsterdam or something and then have to go down.
We did go to that one time, but that was for Sweden.
But on the way back, I came back through Athens to New York. Did I stop before that? No. Yeah, Athens to New York. New York's shitty.
JFK or LaGuardia?
JFK. I guess LaGuardia is brand new, but JFK was just busy.
No, LaGuardia is just better because it's smaller. JFK is like 27 terminals, and they're all like not even attached, and it's like just fucking a bunch of New Yorkers in there, and it's just horrid.
Well, I liked going through Atlanta and then having my big trip be right to Greece. It was fine.
Well,
but it was really good weather. It didn't rain except for the last day that I was leaving, and
it was sad to see you go.
It was nice.
Well, it was actually really warm here, and then the day you got back, I got freezing cold. So
and you saw my cave video?
Yeah. I don't know. You were sending some miscellaneous stuff. I feel like it was pixelated when you sent it.
You didn't watch the cave video?
I feel that it was like heavily pixelated, and I couldn't actually see it.
One of the most beautiful caves in the world. That's what they say. And it was water in a boat in the tunnels in the cave. In a boat with a Greek guy yelling, "Don't tip your head left."
So he was speaking English. Everybody was speaking English.
Tip your head forward. And the lady in front of me kept going like this because she was scared. And he kept yelling at her, "Row 3, lady, don't tip your head. Go forward." Because she kept rocking the boat. We would flip over kind of thing.
That doesn't sound fun. That sounds horrid, actually.
It was fun except for him having to yell at her. And I was right behind her. He was behind me. And he has this little stubby little oar that he pushes because the tunnels are small.
Yeah,
and you come into these big.
It's like going into a big MRI.
Big caverns, and then back into small, and back in, and tip your heads down, and yeah.
It's not my vibe.
It was a good thing. 40 minutes for.
They should have laid you guys all down on your own boats, and you guys could have just gone straight through.
It was good.
Like put like strings attaching you guys together.
Yeah. So what else you want to know?
I mean, I wasn't there. There's not much I can ask. I did like that you got an underwater camera.
Box.
Okay, phone for your... Oh, my God.
Box for my phone.
Phone case for your phone. And then... It's just like what you did seemed like a test run. You know what I'm saying?
It was a test run.
For what, though? There's nothing more happening. He went underwater, and it's like really clear water. But he's standing. Like, it's not diving. Like, most people...
You can't dive. It's freaking so salty.
Did you send that to Uncle Drew?
No.
See, because I thought you'd, like, send it, be like, look. But it's really you just go underwater, and there's nothing. And then he stands right back up onto his feet.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I took a...
And there's nothing there. There's not a fish. There's nothing exciting there. Like, it looks like the first test run to be like, does it work?
It was
and
the test run.
And then, like, the next video would be you be, like, flipping off of a boat and, like, going underwater with, like, paddles on and, like, you know, like, going...
Flippers, you mean?
Whatever. Fucking, I don't know.
I did do that over by my Airbnb. I could jump right in and it was more rocky.
Oh, the videos just didn't come out?
I have them on my computer now. I have to send them. You'll be very impressed.
I'm sure. After the first one, I don't even know what else could happen.
The only thing I saw was you didn't like the backward feet slow motion.
I don't think I saw that.
Yeah, you didn't look at it. That's why.
You sent it way too late. I asked you to send it way sooner. You have to be more prompt and prepared.
Yeah, there were no fish underneath that thing that I could see. And even in the rocky areas, I only got a picture of
that's because you were at the shoreline. That's what I'm saying.
No,
like,
I went in on the
diving.
side. No, I didn't go diving.
That's what I'm saying. It's just funny. It's like you were just testing the product, basically.
I was.
You should let them know that it worked
It did work really good.
For what you needed. You bought a whole ass camera case for
$50.
But you bought it just to go underwater, then stand back up.
It's more about showing me swimming and doing things than it is the actual.
To who? To us?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, we were on pins and needles. Everyone's like, I hope we get a swimming video soon. No, I actually preferred the one.
You didn't like the one where I was kicking?
I don't think I saw it. I preferred.
Didn't I put Mermaid in Action on that one?
I don't know. Yes, but I didn't watch it.
Why?
Because it was too late.
So was my feet going like this in the water from looking back at them, and then it went into slow motion. And you just see the water flying. It's like it was more like an short art film.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you do any other forms of art while there?
No, but I looked at the old Thanos art, all the paintings. There's like 100 of them. Getting ready to put them into a big show for sale.
You are?
Yeah, you're gonna help me.
Oh fuck no.
Why? Because you just want.
Is it gonna make any money?
You want to just sit in your house? I don't know if it's gonna make money. Maybe he's a
no.
viral,
I'd rather work on my own.
Maybe
project.
he's a
The fuck am I
viral.
gonna
Maybe
work?
he's a viral socialist painter. How do you know he's dead?
Well, none of it sold, so that's how I know that he's not super viral.
Nobody knows it's there. It's all in the closet in one of the houses.
Does it look like art that anybody would want?
Want me to show you one of them?
Not really. I feel like I've seen his art before, and it's like grim. I think it's like dead people.
It's grim till you're happy.
No, I think it's dead people, and that would never probably make me super happy.
They're not dead. They're all like slogging along because it's socialist shit.
I don't know about that. Well, when are you done with? Oh, wow. That certainly is beautiful. It's like a Picasso.
Anybody want to buy it? There's one right there.
$1 million. It's like a Picasso ripoff. It's like he's trying to look like do Picasso's art.
I don't know.
You don't know what Picasso's art is?
Yes, but
That's like I want.
this is a guy who's
How old is he?
he's
Maybe he was the original. Because Picasso actually wasn't as old as.
dead.
Yes, so is Picasso.
Yeah, but this guy he died like in 1990 or something.
Picasso did not die as long ago as you think. Look it up. Look when Picasso died. Put
Okay.
in your phone. Put Picasso's death.
I don't care.
No, I'm
Just like
interested.
you don't care about this, you don't care about that.
Okay, well, I've talked about this for a long ass time.
What's the new topic?
I'm just curious to know when Picasso died.
What do you think of the weather here in the snow?
I hate it. I don't know. It's fine. I love it. So when we voted.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Come on, John Lennon. Get
When
your
we
shit together.
When we vote, actually, I feel more like Ozzy Osbourne, to be honest.
Yeah, you're probably
That's
right.
kind of how I feel in my head right now too.
All right. Tell me what you want to say, because
When we voted
Yeah.
and you ran out because we went to the same place because I
Right,
keep my
right.
address here. And I went and then I was like putting my freaking slidey thing into the slidey thing, which I already hate. I don't like anything that can go wrong. And then of course, because you had left, I was filling things in really fast at the end.
Why?
Because I got stressed out. I don't know. I'm just used to getting angry about everything. That's the problem. You just
Who got angry?
You get mad all the time. So I was like, I gotta fucking get done voting. So I was like filling in these last bubbles, and then the ones where they're like pick 2, pick 3,
All
and
right.
then I put my fucking my ballot in. There's people behind me, people in front of me, people were waiting, and my ballot went, and then it went, but it spit it back out, and I was staring at it, and it was like not accepted or something, and the lady's like, what does it say? And I was like, nothing. I was like, it's not taking it. She's like, well, double check your bubbles. And everybody was standing in line. So I walked over to a fucking table and I was looking through it. And I'm like, I don't need to vote. It's fine. Because I was so uncomfortable. And she's like, no, just go through it. She's like, we can void it. You can start over. I was like, my dad's waiting for me. I can't. Which they all knew you were like abusive then. Because I said it
I didn't
like
do
that.
shit. I was standing out by your damn car.
You're always so angry, though. If I had filled out a whole nother fucking ballot, you would have been pissed. And I probably would have fucked that one up,
Did you
too.
put it in?
I put it in because I was like, I don't care about this section. And I wanted it gone. I was about to literally just rip it
You
up
don't
and throw it
have
in
to
the
fill
trash.
all the sections in it.
I don't know what you have to do, okay? I don't know what's going on. So then I put it in and she was like, just click, which she should have told me in the first fucking place. She's
Manual?
like, just click, like, accept anyways, and it just won't count the section that's wrong. And I was like, you made me go through all of that?
She
for
wasn't
that?
even near the thing. I was kind of weird that she wasn't closer to the box.
I would think it'd be weirder if she was really close to the box. Because
No,
that would
she's
be like,
supposed to help people.
no,
she
they're
was
not
way
supposed
over
to
at the
look
table.
at or touch your ballots. What are you talking
So
about?
she's supposed to be 25 feet away.
Probably. That probably actually is the rule.
Her and all her.
All right, I'm
posse
going to
people.
start the camera over and probably cut this part.
No, you don't cut stuff out.
What is what?
My I. My I.
Oh, that's a good point. Thank you for bringing that up. So,
Ran into my I.
no. There is
You're in AAA?
What happened?
AAA?
What happened was that you definitely ran into my car at some point, and you're not
ran into my car?
My car.
Why are you saying that? Why do you continue to say that, you weirdo?
Because, I mean, listen, this may have even happened last year. This might even be on the original portion of the podcast, but the thing here is that my car popped up one day with a fucking hit by somebody, backed into very clearly.
And it was snowy, shitty weather out.
It wasn't. And you want to know what else
What
happened?
do you mean it wasn't?
You seem so guilty right now. Like, honestly, you're not helping yourself. Everyone's going to be like, you did it. The fact of the matter is, you came inside the day it happened. It hadn't been there another day. And you came in and you said,
bullshit.
Who fucking hit your car? And I'm like, nobody.
It was all covered with snow.
And no, it wasn't.
And dirt.
No, the car's just white. And it does get dirt on it. You're right.
No,
about that.
all that area was covered up with dirt. What was I doing?
Hitting my car.
No, I wasn't.
So I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, come out here and see this. And I came out and it was this fucking like scraped up mess on my car. And I was like, I think we know who the fuck did this.
You're full of shit.
Oh, the way you came in, it was like a child.
Because somebody tells you there's something wrong with your car.
Yeah, it was like you.
Oh, that's what it was. Your car had a problem, and I was driving it around the driveway. Was that the day it was like shuddering or wouldn't do something?
No, that was a different day. That was after you hit my car. That was a different day.
Wasn't.
No, the way that you came in, like it was like you planned it out. Your car. I'm going to go in. I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to be like, you're fucking. Because you were like, who ran? You were mad at me. And you're like, who ran into your car? And I'm like, I don't know. And it was clearly fucking you in that giant ass van that you don't know how to control. And you backed in, you scraped a little bit along. You got out, you looked at it, and you were like, I've got to fucking go tell her now. And you sat out there and riled yourself up, which isn't hard to do. And then you walked inside and you were like, who fucking hit your car? And I'm like, as if it's my fault. First off, it's my car. I don't know why you're so angry about it. Unless you hit it, you're
somebody
trying to pretend
hit your car in a parking lot or something.
Yeah, who was it, Rob?
And you're blaming.
And was it this parking lot, your driveway?
No.
Just admit it. Just admit what happened.
You are making a tall tale.
I've thought about it for a long time before fully accusing you. A year. I've thought about it for a year before
because
accusing
somebody
you.
is observant. You're going to give them a hard time.
The anger is what gave you away.
The anger.
Next time, come in more like, hey, who hit your car?
Oh.
Not like, who fucking hit your car? Because that's like, I think we found the culprit. Right?
No, not right. But it's hilarious the way you're accusing me.
No, it absolutely happened. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to charge your insurance, or I don't know. I was no fault. I don't know.
If you want to charge the insurance, go ahead. But
I don't even know how. And honestly, I don't care that much. Other than like I see it and I'm like, I can't believe he hit my fucking
car.
My
God, stop it. I did not hit your car.
It's really clear what happened.
No, I didn't. Maybe mom hit your car.
Don't bring up my mom into this, especially when you're the one.
Maybe Sean did it.
I'll probably believe that.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't even know. He would just he'd probably skid right along your car until he made it past.
Not hit your car.
No, but yesterday I did try to clean out the tire wells of my car.
The
wheels on the bus. The wheels on my car because it gets dirt and then it goes like on the road, shaky. Well, I did a half-ass job. Also, it just felt really hard. And so then I got some of it off and it is way worse because it was at least even before. And now I think one side has no mud and then the rest of it's covered in mud. So it like literally felt like the tires were all going to fall off on the way home. So I should have just left it caked on how it was.
Yeah.
Because I was actually working out better. I go 60. You know I love going 70 to 85 at all times. So 60 and I'm just like, this sucks, and my tires wobble.
Well,
and now it's snowing.
You need to find some kind of tool to actually scrape it.
Oh my God! I just honestly, the car's been hit.
Sporty. That's why
it has mud in the tires. I'm ready to give it away.
So nobody wants it. It's damaged.
Yeah, I can't fuck. And it only has like 17,000 miles on it. Do you know that?
I know, but you live on a dirt road.
I don't actually, but it's a 2020, 17,000 miles, just a small minor hit, but you know, the man who did it will fix it before you get the car, before you purchase it from me.
Don't say I did it. I didn't do it.
No, I've thought long and hard about that, and I'm like 100% sure that's what happened. Because like really,
100% sure.
Yeah, that story doesn't add up any other direction.
Where were you?
I was inside.
Where were you before that?
I didn't
with
fucking
your
go
car?
anywhere. That's the difference. That's the
You
other
were
part.
at a parking lot somewhere.
The other part that I thought about is like, when did I ever leave the house? Never. So who hit my car? The person in
Did
the
you
driveway.
go to a
Who's
Myers?
the person in the driveway?
Did
Rob.
you go to a Myers or something?
No, I didn't.
Kroger's?
I would never. I wouldn't leave the house. It's not like me. I'm never leaving.
Yeah.
It's not who I am. I just
Somebody
like to stay
bumped
at
into
home.
your car in a parking lot. It's right
It's
on the
in
back.
the driveway, and we know who
Right
it
on the
was.
back.
Rob
No.
Kennedy in
How
the
would
driveway
somebody hit your
with,
car in
with
the
a
driveway?
van.
No.
Solved. I don't know. It was a little sketchy, and honestly, that happened to my last car too. And I'm now wondering
Who hit it?
who fucking hit that one, and that was also in your driveway, a different
No,
driveway.
that was a
but
weird crack you got from somewhere else.
It was actually the Mexican restaurant in Saginaw.
Yeah, so you know.
On Gratiot. I know when it happened, and that was snowy, and I came outside and there was a fucking hit on my car. But this is the thing, I noticed that. I never noticed that. You noticed that.
It was
So
covered with mud and snow.
What were you wiping off my car? Like, this is your story's
I wasn't
getting weird.
wiping it off.
You walked up, you're like, I'm gonna take the mud. There's a hit under this little tiny piece of
No,
mud.
I think you
Clearly
had
he
me
hit
driving
my
your car
Didn't.
and looking at it for something that was shaky or something.
No, that was a different time. That did happen. Also, a few episodes ago, you were like, I don't think anybody's dad takes him to fucking Bell Tire. Remember that? When you were all like heated about having to bring me to Bell Tire. And then Taylor commented and said, well, I think it's a similar thing. My dad got my tires from Discount Tire and he went and did that for me. And I said, yeah, it's very similar, except it sounds like your dad wasn't yelling at you and didn't even make
We're
you do it.
talking about basic maintenance like an oil change. You weren't getting any tires.
Yeah, I was. I was getting something out of my tire because I had a nail in it. It's okay. Just admit that
I did take you over there.
After screaming.
That's because you're afraid of car
He has
washes.
to get a colonoscopy.
You're afraid of central lanes.
Rob has to get a
of the
colonoscopy
grocery
because he's
store.
old. and his way of asking me to drive him was, do you want to come with me to my colonoscopy and bump butts with the doctor? Which isn't going to make sense to anybody, but it's an odd way to just, you could have just said, can you drive me to my colonoscopy?
I don't want you to drive me this time.
It wasn't a great experience for me either. He almost died the last time, you guys. He retched.
I retched.
It was crazy. I have that video somewhere. Should I pull it up? Your eyes are swollen out to like here because I think you lost oxygen. You might have died for a little while because they weren't letting. Elizabeth and I dropped him off in New York. We lived there. And we watched. So it's a routine procedure. We watched people go in and out. The same, like we watched them. And we were like, just sitting there and we're like, what the fuck is going on? So then finally I was like, my dad's been back there for like really long time. And I'm like, we haven't heard anything. And she's like, oh, let me check. And so then she went back and she came back and she was like, they're not ready for you to come back yet. And that's all she said. And we were like, is he dead? Like what kind of a fucking weird. And then finally they were like, you can come back. And we went back and you were in that maroon cape of a dress that they put you in. And you were sitting up in the chair. You had aged like 24 years and your eyes were puffed and you were going, and we were like, what's going on? And he was like, and that's all he kept doing because he couldn't talk. And then they were giving you water. And then I started, Grandpa had died the day before that, or that day, or very close, whatever. So it was already not a great time. And then I was like, there's curtains between them because they just line them up and do these colonoscopies up the butt. And they just go right in a line. And yeah, so just a little thin curtain, like we're in Soviet Russia. Is Soviet Russia? Is that right?
No.
Soviet USSR?
They're gone now, but yeah.
Well, I know. I was saying Soviet Russia.
No.
I was throwing back. They're trying to come back.
You could
Actually,
say
it's
the
not funny,
Soviets.
but anyways, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, and then I started passing out because I was just so stressed out. And I started falling forward, and I was like, Elizabeth, I'm going to pass out. And I fell forward a little bit, and then the doctor was behind the curtain with another I might have pushed the thing. He might have had the thing in his hand, and it might have gone further up the guy. We might have reached the guy next door, too. Again, I bumped asses with the doctor. We, like, hit butts together. So it's, it's unexpected, and you should always expect the unexpected. But then we finally got to take. I don't remember. I think I might have blacked out because I actually don't remember leaving. That's the last memory I have of that day was bumping asses with that doctor. And he was old and ugly.
I don't know. I didn't like it very much.
Well, maybe you can get a video scope of the next one that we can insert into here. We can insert the procedure. Ew. I don't know. It's coming up for all of us at some point.
Colonoscopy?
Yeah, unless we don't make it that long in life. Well, how old is it? 45?
It's 50, but I had it at 46, and now I'm late getting my second one. No, you're supposed to get it every 10 years. So,
I mean, but that's kind of like an odd premise to go off. You got it early, and now you're getting it late, but not really because you were supposed to get the first one at 50. So are you 10 years late? Or not 10 years late. I mean, are you late?
No, I guess I'm not.
Wouldn't 60 be the 10 years?
Maybe I should postpone it.
I would just get it done because honestly, I don't fuck around with that. No. Yeah, I don't know. That's why he asked if I wanted to come and bump butts with the doctor.
It's not till February. We'll see.
Remember how happy Mom was after her colonoscopy?
No.
Because they gave her those medications. You don't remember that?
Where was it?
In Saginaw somewhere. It was a long time ago. And she came out and she was like laughing hysterically. And the nurse was like laughing with her. And she was like, I thought it was going to be terrible. And it wasn't. And we were like, yeah. And then she was just laughing. Good for her.
Well, the retching must have been from an air tube because this doesn't really happen unless they went too far with the colonoscopy.
Maybe somebody else bumped asses with him.
Yeah.
And his arm was...
Could be.
I mean, yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand how you retched.
Because they give you like a breathing tube sometimes. They just probably something happened and they probably shoved a fucking tube down my throat.
That's what it felt like
and,
to me. You
I was dying and they choked the fuck out of me. And
well, actually, it sounded like they saved your life, but you weren't looking great.
You don't save somebody's life when you cause the fucking shit.
They didn't put anything down your throat, Rob, unless they were playing games over there. Like they would have put something in your throat. Did they even put you fully out for a colonoscopy? I thought they just did like a little like.
I don't know.
That's weird.
I was out. I haven't been out like that since regular surgeries. I'm not looking forward to it.
I don't think they do that. I don't think they put you fully out. I don't know. I've never had it done, so I actually have no idea. But I don't know. I mean, that was pretty much all of my topics. Do you have any other? I
need to write them down because I forgot.
I mean, is it just a running joke at this point?
Kind of, sort of. Let me look and see if I wrote it down.
It's not like super funny.
I might have put them down.
To be unhelpful.
Nope. Look at that.
It says Rob items, and there's nothing. Like, you don't even need to label them like that. You can just put podcast. It's your phone. Like, nobody else has it. It's not like you have my items in there as well.
It shows up Rob items. So.
All right. Well, I guess try harder next time because you clearly didn't get anything together for this one.
I don't really have anything.
Are you going to admit that you ran into my car at least?
No, you're fucking full of shit.
All right. Well.
And you should get it fixed.
Oh, I'm not getting that fixed. Fuck no. I don't care. I don't care about it.
How's the new job?
It's fine.
Do you like traveling to it?
Oh, the traveling is my favorite part.
Do you like the building? Do they have Slurpees on every drinks and coffee on every floor?
Slurpees, drinks, and coffee on every floor? No. Coffee.
Did they used to have that at the Quicken Loans?
I don't know. Quicken Loans can fuck itself, and they
wonderful
can take
stuff
that right from me. Quicken Loans, you wouldn't know. You can't leave the desk, so they have all the things for no fucking reason. And also, they can fuck themselves. That place sucks ass.
What kind of people are you working with?
I mean, what if they end up watching this? This is weird.
Then you better say something nice about them.
I mean, yeah, they're great. No, it is. It's been fine. I don't know.
How many people are you?
I try not to talk about.
How many people are you working with, and what kind of office is it? Like a big office of people, or no?
I mean, it's a bigger company. There's quite.
I know. Don't be so evasive all the time.
I am being evasive because I just don't find it appropriate to talk about your current employment
on
a podcast.
Why?
Because it feels weird. It's fine. How's your current employment?
Non-existent.
You're unemployed. Are you collecting unemployment?
No, I'm working on contract work.
Cool. Is your office big?
It's I don't even have one. I have it in the van.
That you go around hitting people in. Got it. No, yeah, it's a big office that I have.
Do you have an office?
No.
Do you have a booth?
I don't actually even have a desk right now, but there's tons of empty desks, and I told them don't worry about getting me a desk, because then it feels like it's more so.
You have a phone though. Did anybody call you yet?
No, I called myself once to see the number. Yeah. No, a lot of people intertwine.
Did you leave yourself a message?
No, but a lot of people intertwine the numbers. Like they will have their own personal number switched to the company phone, and I'm like, I don't like that.
That's the libertarian part of you.
Well, it's more so just like it feels like a bad idea to me. Because what if you were to leave, or what if something were to happen, or it just feels weird that they then have your number and you're going to be like, I need my number back.
They have your number.
No, I don't mean to call you. I mean, they've owned your number at this point.
Oh, you don't want to do that.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So you're finding it riveting?
Yeah, that's the word I would use, is riveting.
The work is just great.
It's so riveting.
Yeah.
It's exceptional. Yeah, I guess if that's what you consider putting giant proposals together, riveting.
It's okay.
500 to 700. Ew, 500 to 700 pages of documentation together. Riveting. It's more stressful than anything.
Really?
Well, yeah, because you are supplying a document that either gets a job or doesn't, and if you fuck it up, then you fuck it up. What are you talking about?
It's not you, it's the people.
It's not me, it's them.
It's
no, because if I
people
forget
in the
something, or don't
proposals.
make the right edits, or don't do this, or put the wrong thing in. I mean, it's like this at every company. It's not this company. It's every company that there's proposals.
Yeah, they don't read it that close.
Probably not, but there's some areas that matter for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's fine.
Well, congratulations on the excitement.
Yeah, thank you. Did you hear that girl Devin? I just talked to her for the first time yesterday, or 2 days ago, since we went to Lily's cheerleading thing. Was that the day that we went out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you stayed at the apartment and slept. And me, girl Devin, boy Devin, and Sean went out, and we were getting like drinks, and then they were talking about like a jazz thing they'd been to the night before, and they had so much fun, and da 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 da.
Yeah, they invited
And
me.
then I was like, it's kind of rude that you guys didn't invite me. That's what I said. And then Devin said, and actually now that I know you invited Rob, it makes it even worse.
Yeah, I was
because do
invited.
you know what she said to me? She said it was like a couples event.
I know.
Who the fuck were you going with?
Nobody.
So that's what I'm saying. This makes it even worse. But she goes, it's like a couples event. And everybody else is like, no, it's like I can't go because I'm not in a couple. Like I was like, what were you guys all like making out at the tables? Like, what do you mean? It's a couples event. Like it's a jazz show. And Sean's like, you don't even like jazz. And I was like, no, I would have said no. But you can still invite a fucking person. Rude. And then I just talked to her 2 days ago. And she knows what she did. She knows exactly what she did.
She didn't do it.
Yeah, she said that.
She said kick her out. She doesn't have a person with her.
I said it was rude you guys didn't invite me, and she said it was a couples thing. I'm like, you guys, the two of them are my siblings, so like it's not like super coupley. Gross. They're siblings.
Oh, it's a sibling event over top of the couple event.
Right,
So actually
it's
there's
rude.
3 on 2.
And they invited my father as well.
Family event.
Yeah, it's a family event, but I'm not invited because I'm not.
I
a
did not
couple.
get invited. I'm sorry.
Isn't that rude?
No, I'm fine.
No, not for you. For me, I don't care if you.
Well,
care or
you should
not.
get somebody from the new office and bring them in there.
Do you really want to date somebody at your job? No,
I don't know.
I wouldn't. It seems horrible.
What is the future cast anyhow? You see some nice men over there?
Are you interested?
No, for you, not for me. What are you talking about?
I mean, like what the fuck are you talking about?
It's just
No,
podcast shit. Come
This
on.
isn't. Speaking of podcast shit, don't you think Joe Rogan's like a little much sometimes about all of his like fucking mushrooms and shit?
Yeah.
I'm like getting sick of hearing about
He
it from
is-
everybody. I don't even listen to his podcast, but I've heard like
told you the reason that
clips and
he's good, but he's not. Sometimes he's got some issues. Is that you can't go on about being healthy and about muscle bound shit and all this protein and stuff, and then
no, I don't care.
go off. No,
I already know what you're gonna say before you say it.
I'm not going to say it then.
That's fine. That part I don't care about. You're not understanding. What is annoying to me is I'm just like sick of hearing about it, because for every good story, maybe not every, but every good experience that people have, there's bad experiences to go along with them. So it just annoys me when these people act like they've reached some spiritual, like mystical thing where I'm like, maybe you just lost your mind a little bit because you've been doing the shit too much and you've been hitting the DMT a little too hard. And then like, because then you hear people that are like in a permanent psychosis because
what the fuck are you wearing my sweatshirt for? I'm
getting bigger, so I had to take some more of your things. I look bigger than you on this camera because first time I'm farther up than you, and I have a sweatshirt that is huge on. But I'm just getting sick of fucking hearing about it. Everybody, like, you hear the one person, like I'm saying, have this like, oh, it was like this spiritual awakening, blah, 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 all this shit, whatever. Great, love that. And then the next person that you hear is like, I've had a 4-year long acid trip from taking fucking the same exact thing, and they're like out of their mind. And I'm like, I don't know that you should be suggesting this to the masses, because it might be like a lot of drugs where if people have underlying issues, you could really fuck them up.
You can't be a healthy guy and act like you're going to be clean and eat meat and shoot your own shit and then be smoking cigars, drinking, and on drugs.
Okay, well,
it doesn't fucking match up with the message.
That part doesn't. I don't care if he's like linear with his message. It's more that I am like, I'm over them acting like they're the vibe that I get. This is the part that annoys me. It's like the people who do this shit, they think that they're above everybody, and that part, like, they're just like, oh, the experiences I've had, man. And it's like, yeah, you were tripping the fuck out. People have been doing this shit forever. Like, you can call it spiritual, but maybe you just went crazy for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it that mystical? I don't know. But I'm just, it's just tiring to me to constantly hear the like same spiel. It's not spiel, it's spiel.
No, it's not.
There's no way.
Look it up.
In The Office. Wait, what the fuck? When Michael's asking about somebody getting a pap smear, he goes, is it pap smear or schmear?
Spiel.
I think it's spiel. I think it's like S-P-I-E-L or S-P-E-I-L.
No, it's got a C in there.
When have I not been wrong? However, I will say with the tarot,
looking it up.
With the cards, the tarot cards, I think, well, I know I'm correct on the spelling, but I think I am wrong on the pronunciation. I think it is tarot, but it's spelled tarot. Did you actually put an H in there as if that was going to show up? So you're the reason I say the word spiel. That's fucked. I was wondering why I thought that.
Spiel.
No fucking way. Let me see the word.
A long or fast speech or
You're not
story.
in the microphone at all. Bro, there's no H. It's S-P-I-E-L, like I said. Spiel.
Yeah, but it's spiel. Spiel.
Let me see that.
There's an H in the pronunciation. Spiel.
I think there's two different ways to say it. Because they have one without an H.
He delivers a breathless and effortless spiel. That's not the word I'm talking about.
All right. Well, it's okay. We don't need to like.
Oh, here you go. Spiel or spiel. What's the difference?
Oh, so these are two different words?
Spiel a real word?
No.
A spiel is a lengthy, often glib talk that's intended to persuade
there you go.
or make excuses.
Yeah, that sounds.
Infomercials, people.
So let's put it this.
German word Spalin.
Okay.
So yeah, it is.
So if we wanted to use the word correctly, as I'm understanding, I could say, after Rob hit my car, he came inside and gave me a spiel. Is that glib? And is that like...
No, it would be more like, after Rob didn't hit your car, he came in and told you the truth.
That wasn't even funny.
There was no shit.
Shit. I don't know.
And you're full of shit, too. You're full of crap.
Well, not all of us can get our colonoscopies done next month, so... All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap up the episode there. Unless you have another topic you'd like to discuss.
Nope.
Okay. Well, we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.